Hello, welcome back to Power Up, the series where we take a look at some of the most interesting games you can play on your mobile device to take full advantage of the powerful little computer you have in your pocket. Today, we have a very interesting program with some simple and demanding games, but all of them are very interesting. Let's start. Power Up episode 16. We start number 5 with Yellow. So this is a game that is a little bit different from what I usually show on the channel. It is a puzzle game with some kind of cynical humor to it. So the goal here is that you have to kill as many humans as you can on the map in one single move. That's the entire thing. So it is a puzzle game. The goal here is to get them all at the same place where you can hit them all with some different techniques. It is really weird, it's very funny, so you have to come up with different ways to kill a bunch of people basically, and I think that's very hilarious. So the game definitely presents some level of challenge. You won't sometimes you definitely struggle with finding the right object on the map. You definitely have to poke around to use some tool or elements that will start a chain reaction. Sometimes it's something that you won't even expect. So yeah, it will definitely take you failing a few times before actually understanding what's going on, what you actually need to do. Especially when you pass level 10, things start getting less and less obvious, and the chain reactions become even more ridiculous, which is very funny. So I really think it is an easy recommendation. Great game for free on iOS and Android. Go ahead and enjoy it. In number 4, the new entry from the legendary SNK Studios, we have SNK Allstar. So in this game you get to play with some of the most favorite characters from the studios in different game styles. I'd say it's not just game modes. So most of the time you'll be fighting like you see here on your screen. It is this turn-based fight game where you have to use combos and combinations at the right moment to initiate powerful blows and skills to defeat your enemies. But there is also a story arc and different characters to unlock. You have some kind of RPG elements in the customization and how you evolve your characters. There is a story arc, there are dialogues, and you can follow them and read the dialogues if you want. I am here for the gameplay. I think the combats are really funny, really great graphics if you're nostalgic from the old-timey late 90s beat 'em up. I think this is the kind of vibe you are expecting from SNK games. It is free, you can have it on iOS and Android. Definitely recommend this one. Great game. In number 3 we have Bang Bang Rabbit. So this is a game, first of all I apologize for the quality here. I had to zoom in a bit, but I promise you don't miss anything of the action. So as you can see, it is very fast paced. It is one of those games, you know the style, that you have to press left or right to either dodge or attack your enemies. It is extremely fast paced, so the difficulty will lay in the fact that sometimes you will just not be fast enough to kill all your enemies, but it is a really fun game. It's also deeper than you see. So first of all, the combat mechanics are absolutely beautiful. The graphics are great. It will definitely give you some fun time, but there is a story here. You are going on an adventure, but you don't see all the parts that are about you exploring a dungeon or solving a puzzle. The game just tell you, oh, this is what happened, you went in this mysterious cavern, you solved the puzzle, and you have this weapon now. You just skip to the fighting part, and that's incredibly awesome. It's a great idea. I just love the fact that you have only the good parts, only the fun part. You don't have to stop your gameplay and resolve some boring puzzle. Plus, graphically, some weapons will give you some incredibly beautiful and powerful combos. It is tons of fun. Very simple game, easy to recommend. It is free on iOS and Android. You try it right now. It's a great pick. In number 2 we have Genshin Impact, and I know most of you will be telling me, yeah, but this game should be number 1 position, and I know I would agree with you like a few weeks ago, because it was brand new, and yeah, everything was about this game, and I talked about it a few times. I made a few gameplays. I didn't get any views, but I mean, what I mean is, I know it's an amazing game, but yeah, there is something else now. So this is a full-fledged RPG on your mobile device. In fact, the same game with the same quality and content is also available on PS4, on Xbox, and on PC. So you have a full-fledged video game on your mobile device. Just go to demonstrate how powerful our mobile devices have become. You have a great story, a great main story, an incredibly rich and populated world with some very interesting side quests that actually make sense in evolving your character in the story. You can also play with friends, you can upgrade your character. It is a full-fledged RPG on your mobile device. They didn't go cheap on it. It's made by Mihono, the same studio that made Hawkeye Impact, so you can definitely expect some great content here. I know some people got very addicted very quick to this game, but I think it is worth it. Just mind, the download is really big, and you can see why. It is a full open world. It is really big. So yeah, go ahead and download it. Take some time ahead. It will take a few hours probably, but I think it's definitely worth it. This is one of the most beautiful things that you can see on mobile this year. To me, this is the mobile game of the year. That's it. And finally we have Shadow Knight Legend Era. So this is one of the Shadow Knight games. As you can see them, it's a new release in the series, and I think they have come a long way. The graphics are more beautiful and flashy than ever. You can have now different characters, different new characters that are not just the same boring one that you had on the previous game. The game is just as fun and gory as before. You have a new story arc, and actually the story here, let's not lie to yourself, just a pretext for you to go and slash some monster. So yeah, you have this actually beautiful game with some great graphics, fun times ahead. It's also a totally full-fledged RPG where you can evolve your characters, equip some gear, evolve the gear. It has some complexity to it. So it's not just you mindlessly shooting and slicing your enemies around. You have to think about it. There is definitely some difficulty. Some enemies are really hard to beat, but I can't recommend these games enough. I really love them, and I think that some of these Stickman Shadow games are sometimes underestimated, but I think there is some great content to be found there, and some studios out there actually do some good job. They don't just create some clone or something that already exists. They actually go ahead and be very creative with the characters, the superpowers, the weapons, and the playstyle. So this is one example of that. I hope you enjoy it. It is free on iOS, and enjoy it. Okay, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know it's been a while, but the content will keep coming, I promise, in the next weeks. So if you don't want to miss any of it, subscribe to the channel. I have some more videos about video games that you can play on your mobile device, and also some great apps that you can download coming up next. So also definitely hit that like button. It definitely helps me a lot. Thank you for watching again. Stay safe, stay strong. See you next time.